So what's going on with EverQuest, Anthony?
A tragedy in the news here. Death of a game addict. Get this story. And this Tool mother of this Tool 21-year-old. Sean Woolley. He loved an online computer game so much that he played it just minutes before his suicide. 21-year-old Hudson man. Addicted to EverQuest.
That's your game.
That's the game I play, Opie.
That's your drug of choice.
That's my drug of choice. It's been called EverQueer, EverCrack. I'm not alone. Our own Keith Kopp over here loves the game. I was like the drug addict who kind of said, "Hey, Keith, I'm playing this game here. Why don't you check it out?"
Exactly, and it's a horror show. It has consumed my life.
It has totally consumed his life to the point where he now, like, the first thing he says to me or I say to him when he comes in the building is, "Dude, what level are you up to, man? What are you doing?"
I call Ant and leave messages on his
machine. He leaves messages about what server he's on and what he's got, more equipment.
It takes up your life.
It takes up every minute of your life. It's a massive multiplayer online role-playing game. EverQuest. Great graphics now. It's 3D virtual world. They got over 400,000 people worldwide subscribed to this, playing it. It's what they call a never-ending fantasy game. Well, Sean Woolley shot himself to death in his apartment. His mother blames EverQuest.
That is why I unload my gun before I play this game every single time. And I put the bullets in the car.
Very good.
And I have it padlocked, and I let my girlfriend hold the key.
You have to. You get angry.
So let me get this straight, because this lunatic shot himself over a computer game. I swear, you didn't tell me what's going to happen with the story. She's going to now try to get this game banned, right?
Well, yeah, she's going to sue the game, first of all, and try to get some quick cash.
Great.
And then she wants all kinds of new warnings put on these games. That's right, Cartman. Well, she's hired an attorney. She blames the game. It's like any other addiction, Elizabeth Woolley said, the mother. Either you die, go insane, or you quit. My son died. The virtual world of EverQuest, of course, monster-slaying missions and quests. And the success makes the characters stronger as they interact with other characters from all over the world. And,
yeah. Wait, what?
Well, exactly. Believe me, if you play, you know the game. And a lot of people play online gaming. So you understand what kind of environment you're in. People say you're very vulnerable to becoming addicted to EverQuest. This guy, this addiction service worker, says that people who are prone to this are people that are prone to boredom, lonely, sexually anorexic, have low self-esteem and poor body image.
As all of you should.
And they accuse the makers of EverQuest of creating an addictive game. It could have been created in a less addictive way, but that would be like the difference between powdered cocaine and crack. And then Parker, this guy from the clinic, goes on to say, talk about a 21-year-old college student who stopped going to class within 8 weeks after starting to play EverQuest in his senior year. And after playing the game for 36 hours straight, had a psychotic break because of sleep deprivation.
Whatever, I'll do what I want.
He thought the characters had come out of the game and were chasing him. I can't wait to get to this point. That sounds like a pisser. I want the characters to chase me.
I had those same feelings, staying up all night cramming for a final exam.
Right.
So, whatever.
He was running through his neighborhood having hallucinations. I can't think of a drug that could have taken where he would have... a drug that he could have taken which would have had him disintegrated to the point he was in only 15 short weeks. Sean Woolley's character in EverQuest could have traumatized him. He may have had his character slain in combat and not be able to recover it, which is very... Especially,
you cannot leave the house until you recover that body.
Let's
you
say...
cannot turn the computer off.
You got to explain.
I'll explain.
Because I don't play
I'll explain, Opie. I understand. Let's say you're battling in a faraway realm, but your body, your character, has to be bound to a city. So when you die, you reappear wherever you're bound. Now, if you're way far away from the city and you die, Now you got to run without any of your equipment from your city binding point to where you died. If you don't know where you died, you're lost. After a week goes by, your body disappears with everything on it. So everything you've earned, everything that you've played years for, disappears.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Exactly. So they're saying that perhaps he lost his body and his goods and his treasures, or an artifact, or he had been cast out of one of the game's social clubs called guilds. Maybe he was an outcast.
Or how about this? He was a douchebag in real life and should have just gotten a girlfriend and gotten a Hummer, and I'm glad he shot himself, because he saves us the trouble of having to deal with him.
Elizabeth Woolley remembers her son was betrayed by an EverQuest associate he'd been adventuring with for 6 months. Sean's online brother-in-arms stole all of his money from his character and refused to give it back.
Isn't that kind of like real life?
Oh, what a bunch of faggots!
He was so depressed and in tears. I said he couldn't trust those people. It's only a game, I tried to tell him. She didn't understand, Keith.
No, she does not. And
She doesn't understand.
There's a buddy of mine that, well, I don't know this person. He happens to be a fan of the show, who I
Right.
sometimes group with.
A lot of people online on EverQuest fans of the show.
Exactly. My pal, I know him as Brody on the Ione Row server. And he's he happens to be a 19-year-old college student who on a regular basis blows off class or work and spends the whole day. And who am I to say? Because I blow off the whole day and will play this game for hours on end.
how long?
Hold on, you're a cop. You're not supposed to be blowing off your day. We kind of need you in the streets of New York. College kid, whatever.
Somebody
man.
will catch.
Cop.
Somebody will catch them.
Put
It's
down
okay.
the EverQuest there, Keith.
And you were going to ask me.
How long is the longest stretch you have played this game?
I would say 14 to 16 hours.
14 to 16 hours.
Get up on a day like 9 o'clock, just sit in the chair with like a bowl of Fruit Loops.
Can you pause it, though? Like if you go to the bathroom?
No, there's no no.
No.
You can't pause it. If you leave the computer and you're not in a safe spot, you can come back. And while you were going to the bathroom, let's say a griffin could fly by and kill you.
I wouldn't know what a griffin is.
It's a large, flying, lion-headed creature. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because it's just awful. Griffins stink.
You might be able to, hide somewhere, but you're never sure unless you log off that you're safe. So a lot of times, if we order out, we order maybe some sushi, and the bell rings. I'll get up, and as I'm paying the guy, I'm looking the other way. Yeah, take the money. Give me the food. And I'm just looking to see if I'm getting attacked.
Is it a griffin, or do they just show an Eddie Griffin movie and your character shoots himself?
I also, since we're on the subject quickly, I must thank Ted Yule and the wonderful people from the Cats and Hats Guild. That Opie, they got me. They helped me get my epic weapon over the weekend, and I'm very happy. I am now level 51, Shaman Barbarian, with my epic weapon.
Oh, man.
Yes. Yes, Opie?
You lost me at, there was a tragedy today.
Hey, Keith, what level are you?
I happen to be a 35 Paladin. My name is Salvin on the Ione Row server, and I will be trading WoW T-shirts for more equipment.
Oh, look at him!
If anyone cares to send me a message.
Some guy, he just hung up. I was going to go to him, but he probably had to get back to the game.
Yeah.
He said that he spent 5 hours making keys. What does that mean?
Making keys.
I make arrows 4 to 5 hours at a time.
I'm an alchemist, so I make things like potions that make people faster, and I can sell them.
Now, wait a minute. Now, here...
No, wait a minute. Why would you make arrows?
Because you could sell them to other players in the game and get platinum, and with that platinum, you buy better equipment.
But how long does it take to make an arrow?
Oh, Keith, you're the arrow maker, not me.
I could sit for maybe an hour and make 200. Maybe more.
Yeah, as you get better at your skill of making these things, you can make them faster and cheaper, and you don't have as many failures in your attempts to make them.
Now, we pay to play this game, too. We pay approximately $10 a month. Or
it's a subscriber.
Or you could pay quarterly. Now they just came out with the 1-year or 2-year agreement for 30% savings of $109 for a year or $190. Now, Ant, will you be paying $190?
I have to ask if they have the 10-year plan, because I believe I could get an even better discount.
All right, how does the game end?
Actually, here is something. It says, Sean with a bullet in the head. Actually, yeah, we do have audio of the game ending. There it is. Good night. Actually, it says a game without end. How does it pull people in? A key component is the game can be played indefinitely.
Ooh.
There's always people populating the online world, and it's a social structure of the game. The graphics are thrilling. They say they just haul you in.
Do you mean forever and ever, Ant? You could just play forever?
Yes, you can play forever as long as
Jim,
the game is on there.
This type of thing is becoming huge, where people are more concerned about their online life than their regular life.
Sean Woolley was overweight, worked in a pizza restaurant, and lived alone in his apartment the last months of his life. May have depended on EverQuest to provide the life he really wanted to live.
Are you making that up, or is that
No,
true?
that's what it says.
A fat guy in a pizza place shoots himself? He should have. If you're fat and work in a pizza place, follow his lead, even if you don't have a computer.
Let me go to Bob. Bob, what's up?
What's up, man? I played that game for about, 2 months. Then I quit my job and played it for about 4 months straight. That was it. It's all I did. Actually, my name is Uber Muzzle. I'm a level 50 necromancer.
Look at Norton's face. What?
You're a level 0 zilch.
I know all about it. Gotta go for
All right, Bob.
You're a level 0 zilch.
I mean, it's hard to say, because Keith and Ann are my friends. Keith is, I know, a cop, and he lives a life, and Ant's obviously on the show lives a life. So if people are living their lives and doing it, that's fine. But when I hear someone giving up school and then blowing their head off, I wish he would have shot his mother first. That's the only thing I can
We'll
say.
see you now once warning.
Well, she's going to be a problem now.
Yeah, because
She will attempt to take this game away from everybody else that could enjoy it.
I don't
in a way
enjoy-
that doesn't affect their lives.
Just because her Christmases are now going to be a little lonelier. Elbow on the ribs.
I don't like playing a game that people don't have lawsuits against. That's pretty much the rule of thumb I adhere to. I like games. When Kingpin came out, there was a huge outcry because it was such a violent game. I like
Explain
the games.
Kingpin real fast.
Kingpin's great.
That one rocks.
You're a guy and you're just screwing up people in the city. You start with a lead pipe.
Yeah,
you
that
could
was
beat
fun.
hookers, steal their money, shoot people, shoot gangbangers, sell drugs. It was great.
Well, weren't they trying to pull Grand Theft Auto 3, or is that
Of
just
course
a
they
rumor?
were
Of course
trying
they are,
to
but
pull that.
A little message to Rockstar. Do not be pussies.
No.
We're all waiting for Grand Theft Auto 4. It's going to be a while. Don't back down.
You know, there's a lot of the people that are into trying to ban
Make
things
it
like
more
this don't
violent
understand
and
it.
crazy than Grand Theft Auto 3. Please.
And you know what's funny? They're so worried about computer games and the violence and the bad things for their kids. Long before computer games, blacks were being lynched in the South. So enough with blaming computer games because you're bad parents.
That's what it is. Sean was playing 12 hours a day. He wasn't supposed to because he was epileptic. The game would cause him to fly into epileptic seizures. Probably the last 8 times he had seizures because of his stints playing EverQuest.
Oh, what a zilch. Ugh, big goose egg.
Willie understands her son had problems beyond EverQuest, and she tried to help him contact a mental health program.
Mental health?
Let's see what he had problems with. Diagnosed him with depression, schizoid personality disorder, symptoms of which include a lack of desire for social relationships, little or no sex drive, and a limited range of emotions in social settings. This fed right into EverQuest playing. It was the perfect escape.
Pete, what's going on?
You were talking about the guys playing 16, 18 hours. Somebody said 36.
Right.
I had a 55th level magician, and my group, we went up and played in hate for 72 and a half hours straight.
You're a level what, sir? You're a level what?
55th level magician. I quit playing EverQuest about 6 months ago.
Oh, you did. You're clean and sober.
What happened?
What made you quit?
What got you off the booze, sir? Was it the feel of a warm female mouth for the first time?
What made you quit?
I walked in one day and just decided I was done.
Cold turkey, you did it.
Cold
Wow.
turkey.
I'm impressed.
People talk about it like drugs when they say they stop. They're like, no, man, I had to get out of that. I had to stop.
Now, of course, I did go from heroin to mescaline right back in because I'm playing Dark Age of Camelot.
Oh, yeah,
now.
that seems to be the one other people are picking up.
What's
But
the highest level you've ever heard of to get to?
60 is the highest level there
60
is.
high.
As of now, they might
Right.
they
There's
might
an
come out with an
expansion coming
expansion that could push the levels up higher for those people that are 60 now and have nowhere to go. I'm at 51, but I'm gonna take my time for the next 9 levels.
Sir, how'd you quit at level 55 when you could have got to 60 and been like the head EverQuest person?
Hell no, there's so many 60s, it isn't funny, Norton.
They might have sent you a little wizard hat.
Anthony, tell him how hard it is to get from 51 to 60.
It's very hard. It takes a
There's a lot of
long
things that are
time.
hard, too. So what? It's hard to get hepatitis C. It doesn't mean I want to do it. It's hard. So what? You know what else is hard? A black mule. It doesn't mean I want to sit on it.
Mule.
God damn, is that funny?
All right, Pete.
Take care. Listen to you, Columbus, man. Norton, you rule.
Thanks, Pete.
Thank you, Columbus. Steve, what?
The day it came out, played with my brother. I have a 60 cleric, a 60 enchanter, 60 druid. So you can tell I spent a lot of my time on there.
Right.
How many years ago is this, sir? How many years have you been playing?
I've been playing since beta, about 3 years.
Okay.
Can you enchant some electric?
I can do anything you want, but I'm on in Rook, so if you want to play on Rook, look for big.
You know what? I've actually hashed around the idea of getting a second computer just so I can make my own teammate.
I play my enchanter and my
Dual
cleric
account, so now you can have 2 people that team up and then help each other out.
Yeah,
I know people have done that.
Now,
Yeah.
another thing, if you look
I
on
have to tell
eBay,
you.
look on eBay right now, people sell these characters on eBay.
Yeah.
And I think like Sony or who is against it.
They don't like it, but people build the character up. Let's say there's a level 60. He's got like some really good equipment on him. They sell their accounts for upwards of $1,000.
What do you like? Like, say this guy is really obviously a good player, which is like being the guy who's banging the most fat chicks, as far as I'm concerned. What do you do now with the game, bro? Do you still play it?
I hung up.
You know what happens at that point? You still play because it's a social environment. Do you go into chat rooms? Are you ever in a chat room talking with people?
Not really, no. But I talk in instant messaging.
I'm not trying to. Okay, instant message. It's the environment is the same because there's a chat window. So as you're in this environment, instead of just chatting, you're off doing things.
Yeah, exactly.
You team up with like a few people to slay something that's a little bigger than you would be able to do alone.
Norton, it's a whole online society.
But here's the difference. He said it's kind of like the chat room. No, it's not. All right, you're chasing around a lion-headed bird man who might throw an arrow at you, and I'm trying to get some girl to parking lot at Rascals. That's the difference. I'm not talking to a fat pizza shop worker. Hey, put the gun down, son. I'll send you some stuff that I've accumulated. No. I'm always like, yeah, it's me. Hey, glad you enjoyed the show. Would you? You got any pics?
I don't know. You know something? I'm looking at the phones, and I see a lot of people that play this game.
Hopefully on my server.
400,000 people play this game online.
How many people were Nazis?
400,000.
Does that mean it's good?
Actually, in fact, the other
Bring it
day, you can group with up to 6 people, and the other day I got into a group, and
you put on group chat, so you can only speak with the people. So you can speak with the people in your group, and all of a sudden,
and I was actually playing with Nazis because they were all typing in German. I had no idea
because it's worldwide. So you get a group of German people, you get in there, and you're seeing German text, and it's a multicultural.
Norton, look on the bright
social.
side. 400,000 people that aren't in the streets of...
Exactly.
Excellent way. A long way to walk for that, but excellent way to look at that.
Wes, what's up?
Yeah, what's up?
Yo.
Yeah, one of us would play for about maybe like 1.5 or 2 days. Then he'd wake one of us up. He'd go to sleep. One of us would take over. Jesus.
Do you know what I would do? I would play the game and then lose your man and not wake you, and you'd come back to no game. And I'd be laughing.
Yeah, see, sometimes you do something, Opie. You camp a location.
Damn
this
right.
means you go to a location, and one of the computer-generated characters will appear at some point in the game. You must slay him to get a piece that he's holding that you either turn in later for a quest or get right off the bat. Maybe he's got some good armor that you want to take. But the trick is, some of these computer-generated characters
takes like a week to spawn.
Take a week to spawn in that location.
And
so you
people
must
are fighting over the camp.
You have to sit there for a week.
And we didn't get it. That's the worst part.
And you didn't get it in the end?
No, it didn't drop anything.
You should get it in the end.
I was going to say, seems like none of you guys are getting it. All right, let me go to Matt. We gotta take a
That would
break
be
to play
preferable
what we
to
learned,
playing that game. What are you doing? I'm getting it in the end. I can't talk right now.
Matt, what's up?
Yo, what's up, Opie and Anthony? How's it going?
All right.
I play EverQuest like all day, every day, and that's all I do.
How old are you, son?
What?
How old are you, son?
I'm 14, almost 15.
There's a trench coat and a tragedy in your future. You do know that, don't you?
No, there's not, Norton. I have 51 days played, 18 hours and 42 minutes. I'm addicted.
It says you spend all day making beer. What does that mean?
He's a brewer.
I'm a brewer.
There you go. He's a brewer.
He brews, so you make the beer.
I'm a dwarf, too.
And then he sells it. He's a dwarfing little brewer, and he sells the beer.
And what does your pally friend want on the Ione Row server? Because that's what I'm on.
Okay, dude, whatever you got. I'll send you T-shirts. Anthony will autograph some shirts or something. I'll get you whatever you need, kid. Just keep sending it. That's
Do you want to know my name?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a 58 warrior. My name is Talari. Talari.
I need a pen.
It's Valari. Valari.
These guys are losing it. All right, thanks, Matt.
Okay.
Let me go to Mike, and then we got to take a break. Go, Mike.
Hey.
Hey. What's up, Mike?
I was playing with you guys, or actually Anthony, on Drenal.
Oh, yeah.
Quite a while back, Laguna.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, see, here's one of the buds that I've played with online.
Really?
Yeah, and I also won Norton tickets in Cleveland, so hopefully on the day you guys come out there, I'll be able to come up to the studio and irritate you guys.
Hopefully you can tear yourself away from that computer.
Norton.
Oh, hey!
All right.
At the show.
Don't try to get on my good side.
We'll be back with the Opie and Anthony show. Stay there.